Can we do it?
You ever meet someone and all y'all do is text, no dates, unless he asks to come over to your place or asks you to come over to his? No effort, no real substance, no anything. Things are pretty surface. And the whole time, you're thinking you're building something. He's texting you from a bed he shares with someone else. That's the difference between interest and intention. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Coach G, your certified transformational coach with a master's in psychology and a PhD in life. And my goal is simple: to help you change your perspective, because when you look at things through a clear lens, your mindset shifts, your choices change, and your entire life starts moving in a new direction. So, let's get into it. We began this series talking about relationships and red flags, and we covered the nature of red flags, the role of conditioning that we have grew up in, and shifting our perspectives. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the differences between interest and intention. This is a conversation I believe that so many people have talked about on all kinds of social media platforms. And I'm just another voice speaking and echoing the same sentiments in the wilderness, because it seems like a lot of us just haven't gotten it yet. And we don't always want to have these conversations, but we absolutely need to. Why? Well, because many of us have mistaken attention for effort and consistency for connection. And listen, a man can text you all day long and still not be choosing you. He can be interested in you because he's bored and he needs a distraction. But when he has intentions towards you, he shows up correct. You can feel that intention not by what he says, but what he actually does, the way he behaves, and the way he allows others to behave towards you or in your presence. So, how can you tell the difference clearly, early, and most times without fail? There are always signs. So, let's talk about interest. Interest is like this emotional nothing burger, right? It's like this emotional attraction that has no weight. But when we look at intention, we see a purposeful commitment. Their actions say, I want to connect with you on a deeper level. And he shows you that not through what he says, but by what he does. A man who's interested in you will flirt, he'll text, he'll give you all kinds of compliments and keep you entertained. But a man who is real about his intentions will create space for you. He will make room for you. He will deal with you from a place of honesty and from a place of clarity. You won't be second guessing what he's all about. If he's miles away, and he is intentional about what he wants from you, those miles mean nothing to him. He will either come to you or bring you to him. He's not going to talk a good game over the phone and hype you up and make you think he is really wanting to have a relationship with you, and that's all you ever get. That is interest only. And you have to be able to discern between the two. Now, I know some of y'all listening right now are thinking about a texting relationship you're in. You've been texting for a long time, and every time you say, "Well, when are we gonna get together? When are we going to go out on a date?" He always have something to do. He's always busy, but somehow he's never too busy to send a good morning beautiful text or a 10:30 p.m. can I swing by message. So let me tell you something. A man who wants you will make time for you day or night, and definitely in the public and around his friends. But a man who won't will make excuses. I know this is a hard truth because I've been there. But one thing I've learned is that facts don't care about our feelings. It is what it is. So take a deep breath if you have to, because castor oil is hella nasty, but it's good for what ails you. But this is where we get caught up, right? Because we confuse texting or talking over the phone with intention. Now, I can see it if you're in your 20s, maybe, or I'll even give it your 30s. But when you hit those 40s, your self concept should become stronger than your romantic hope. It's time for you to stop outsourcing your worth. In other words, stop letting someone else decide how valuable, how lovable, or how deserving you are. That's for you to decide. And it's up to you to claim your power back. Many of you already know what it feels like to be chosen and what it feels like to be tolerated. And that's why this conversation really matters. We have one life, just one. And no matter who you are, it's time for you to stop letting people waste your time and for you to stop giving space to confusion. Stop making excuses for mixed signals. He must be busy. He must be tired. He's really a sweet guy. He's just being short because he had a rough day. We always make excuses. We're always trying to convince ourselves that this is the guy, but we never question those who only want the benefits of our presence without the responsibility of our hearts. So let's talk about the man who says all the right things but never follow through. The man who tells you he misses you, but never makes plans to see you. Those are red flags. He says he wants something real, but keeps you in the situationships. He's being performative. He has no intentions of having a real, honest relationship with you. And while his performance gives you hope, until you realize it's not going anywhere, he will keep you dangling by a string. A man with intention doesn't play those games with your heart. He shows up. He's consistent. He's clear. He's present and accountable. He doesn't leave you guessing. He doesn't leave you confused. He doesn't leave you getting up in the middle of the night or turning restlessly because you can't figure out what he really wants. He doesn't leave you waiting for his promised phone call that didn't come until 2 days later and then acts as if nothing is wrong. And when you question it, when you say, well, what happened? He makes you feel like you're overreacting, like it's your fault. But herein lies the truth of the matter. And you can look at it and remember it from this perspective. Confusion is a red flag, clarity is a green one. And if you're confused, he's not being intentional. Let me tell you something that I learned. I learned the hard way, but I learned. And I want you to understand, I'm not saying this or telling you what I know from a place of bitterness. I'm telling you from a place of wisdom. I know that all men aren't the same. I know that all men aren't dogs. I don't believe any man is a dog, actually. I just believe that a man is a man on whatever level he is. All men don't act the same. and they won't treat you the same. But a man who wants you will pursue you in a way that feels peaceful. He won't breadcrumb you. He won't string you along. He won't keep you in the gray area to where you are always wondering where you fit in the scheme of things, where you fit in his life. Are you the first? Are you the middle? Are you the last? Are you anywhere on the spectrum? He will make his intentions known not through his words alone, but through consistent, aligned behavior to his intentions. Now, let's talk about the man who says, I'm not ready for a relationship, or I can't give you what you're looking for right now. He's literally being honest. But sometimes, because we think we can change their mind, that line right there has kept more women stuck than heartbreak ever have. When he says he's not ready, believe him. Stop trying to convince him that he wants you. He's telling you he doesn't. In essence, what he's saying is that he doesn't want that relationship with you. Listen, when a man meets a woman he wants, he becomes ready. He may not have been ready last week. He may not have been ready last year. He may not even have been ready yesterday. But when he meets the woman he wants to build with, something inside of him shifts. So when a man tells you he's not ready, believe him and move accordingly. Don't try to prove yourself. Don't try to convince him. Don't try to wait it out wishing on a star, because a man who is not intentional will keep you in a maybe pile while he waits for the woman he actually wants to choose. He said what he said. And I know that stings. I know it hits a tender place, especially if you're one of those people that's still waiting, still wondering. But I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you, to shift your perspective so that you don't keep wasting time. Because once you understand the difference between interest and intention, you stop settling for men who like you but have no intentions in choosing you. You stop entertaining men who want access to you and your body, but not the responsibility for you as a person with a heart and a desire to be in a committed relationship. Stop giving your time, your energy, and your presence to a man who either don't have the capacity or the desire to love you like you deserve. Let me tell you what intention looks like. Intention looks like being consistent in behavior. It's putting in the work. It's putting in the visible effort it takes to build a relationship. It's planning those dates, whether it's night, whether it's day, and they're following through with it. It's being clear in what you say, so you aren't second guessing where you stand in their life. You don't have to chase. You don't have to decide or overthink things. You just receive. Because intention is a language that when a man speaks, he speaks it fluently. So as I wrap up today's conversation, I do it with a call to action. I want you to ask yourself one question, just one, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Ask, is he interested in me, or is he being intentional? And if your honest answer is interest and not intention, then you already know what time it is and you don't want to miss your flight. You deserve a man who chooses you without ambiguity, one who shows up purposefully. You deserve a man who moves towards you with intention and conveys that not just in his words, but also through what he does. If he can't do that, it's not that he's a bad person and that he doesn't belong with someone. He just doesn't belong with you. He's not your person and you're not his. He is, though, your lesson. That's it. That's all. Can we do it? Hey, everybody, this is your girl, Coach G again. Thank you so much for rocking with me this morning. I hope this conversation about the difference between interest and intention gave you something tangible, something real to think about. And listen, we're not done with this series. We're just beginning. Next week, we're going straight into our next segment, Whiplash, when his words don't match his ways. Meet me right back here next Wednesday at 6 a.m. And until then, take care of your heart, trust your gut, and I'll see you next week. Can we do it?